Okay, so these are challenging. You're basically trying to sketch a graph given just a few pieces of information about certain positions, increasing and decreasing parts of the function, and then concavity as well. So what you start off with is the fact that it's only defined on the right half. And so let's get rid of that actually. So we're going to start by sketching our x and y axes. Right. So if this point is 0, 0, right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably should have used the actual. Alright, so yeah, let's actually back up a little bit here. I want to draw new axes. So I can use these dark lines here. Right, so 0, 0 here, 5, 6 is there, right? And it's only going to be on the right side, so I'm not worried about like the other quadrants. Now, the other thing that we see is that it's constantly increasing, right, that we get from here, right, the fact that f prime of x is always positive. And then, but the thing that switches is whether it's concave up and concave down. So we use these smiley faces and frowns to kind of get the idea of the shape of concave up and concave down. And what we can do is kind of divide it in half. The right half of the smiley face is where we're increasing and concave up, right? Whereas the left half of the frown is where you're going to have an increasing part of the concave down. So basically these are the two pieces that we need to kind of splice together, and that occurs when x is equal to 5, right? So at the point where you reach 5, 6, you have to transition. It doesn't have to necessarily be vertical, right? But the concavity does have to change. So we're going to have a smiley face, right? And then once you reach that point, right, then it's going to taper off into a frown, right? So this point, right, gives us f double prime of 5 is equal to 0. That's an inflection point, right? Because that's a point where the concavity changes, right? And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be vertical at that point, but you do have to change from concave up to concave down.